and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. For today's episode, I want to talk about Blessing CEO. Yes. Now, for some of you who don't know Blessing CEO, the latest is that Blessing CEO was arrested and has been granted 10 million naira bail for cyber bullying. She bullied a lady who died as a result of domestic abuse. Anyway, she set herself on fire. We're going to touch on that, but let me just give you a brief history about Blessing CEO. Now, in 2018, Blessing went viral. She went and kind of post in somebody else's house and posted the pictures on social media, claiming that she owned the property, claiming that stones that people throw on her, she used it to build a house, and that she's going to move in with her children. Now, previously, Blessing was married, and according to her, she left the marriage as a result of domestic abuse. So when she left, she started hustling. She was looking into the social media influencing scene, and she realized that, in Nigeria, it is what they see, that is what you're worth. And at that point, Blessing was just a struggling single parent who was trying to cater for her two children. Now, she decided, this strategy is going to work. I want to go viral. I want to get into the influencing scene. And the only way to do that is to start posting things that does not belong to her, basically. So she went to Enugu. I think it was in Enugu. She posted at a particular mansion and claimed that the house belonged to her. She posted the pictures online. The owner of the house, Onyeze, who was based in China, saw the pictures and was like, what is going on? This is my house. Somebody is trying to claim my house. Somebody is trying to claim my property. The man flew all the way from China to Nigeria and arrested Blessing CEO. He posted the videos online claiming that this person wants to hijack my property. This person wants to claim my property as their own. So that literally went viral. People started talking about, social media influencers lying about, what they own. You see a lot of people buying cars on a daily basis. You see a lot of people buying houses on a daily basis, and you're wondering, where are these people getting this money from? L'Oreal, all of them lies. So they just go to people's houses, post, and take pictures and claim that, okay, this is my house, this is my car, or I just acquired this and that. And that was how we got introduced to Blessing CEO. From then on, she started influencing heavily online. She was making money, influencing for brands. And, once you become famous in Nigeria, regardless of what the deal is, as long as you have audience, as long as you have people following you, brands are happy to pay for you to help market their product. So Blessing started influencing marketing for different brands. Now, fast forward to the current incident why she has been arrested again. So there was an incident last year where a woman set herself ablaze after some domestic violence situation. So the lady was bimbo and her husband, or baby daddy, whatever, is IVD. So what happened was that bimbo, according to the family members, bimbo started dating. They started dating when they were very young. They didn't really have anything. In fact, it was bimbo's family that was sponsoring IVD and bimbo. So bimbo got pregnant, had their first child. Literally, it was the family that was sponsoring the two couple. At some point, they got into internet fraud. They traveled to South Africa to kind of, play with the big leagues, if you would put it that way. And within that, Yahoo Plus, you cannot do Yahoo without Yahoo Plus if you want to actually make big money. So bimbo started going to one native doctor to the other to help her husband become successful. Now, when IVD became successful, IVD started dating other girls. IVD, according to bimbo, started doing drugs. IVD, according to bimbo, was not being the husband that she wanted him to be. Now, at this point, they had 4 children. So you can imagine, they traveled back to Nigeria from South Africa. They bought a house in Lagos. They were living, I think, in Lekki or something like that. IVD invested some money in auto business. at some point the business was not flowing because they were burning money faster than they could make money. You know, when you get money easy, when you have like easy money through fraud that you didn't work for, it is easy for you to just burn that money because you did not actually work hard for that money. So that was the situation they found themselves in. Bimbo again started going to native doctor to help her husband get more money or get more clients or something like that, and it affected her mentally. Bimbo started going crazy because she was carrying sacrifices for her husband, allegedly. Now at some point the marriage was not working. IVD was not being responsible. Bimbo was always fighting IVD because according to her, he was not paying school fees. It was such a mess at that point. And before you could say Jack, according to reports, the relationship was ending. The family was begging Bimbo to leave her husband. But Bimbo wanted to take the property they had in Lagos because according to her, that was the only thing left. They've blown all the money in substance abuse and drugs and all that. So when Bimbo went to get the house documents, IVD was there. IVD tried to stop her and Bimbo decided to burn the whole house down. She poured petrol and set the house ablaze. In that process, she was burnt, you know, beyond recognition. She jumped into the pool. The kids were there. It was such a whole... It was draining just sitting down, listening to the whole news from the family, from friends, people who knew them. It was just so bad, so bad. At that point, they took Bimbo to the hospital. She died. Now, after her passing, now remember, Bimbo was trying to burn down the house when she passed on. So a whole lot of people blamed IVD. According to people, IVD was responsible for the death of Bimbo because he was the one that pushed her to do, you know, set herself ablaze, basically. The family came online to talk about how IVD had been, you know, maltreating Bimbo, how they had begged him or begged her to leave her husband and you know, cater for herself and her children. According to them, she was not able to do that because she met IVD when she was still in school, secondary school. So according to them, she did not finish secondary school because she ran after IVD. And now that she has 4 kids, she's in her 30s, she does not have any qualification, so she did not even know where to start from. So she felt that the house was going to help her to kind of start up her life. Now IVD was not happy to give her the house, which led to her death. So after the death of Bimbo went viral, a whole lot of people blamed IVD. They said he should have just given her the house, now she is dead and all that. And then Blessing CEO out of nowhere. Now actually Daddy Freeze set up an interview where he kind of talked to Bimbo's brother, who gave an account, who actually said they've told Bimbo severally to leave IVD, but they don't know if it was jazz or something. Like they both had something together that they were not able to leave each other. Now Blessing CEO jumped on that live interview and was accusing Bimbo. She said that she's read a whole lot of people contacting her, telling her that Bimbo has always wanted to commit suicide, Bimbo this, Bimbo that, the family, they shouldn't have allowed her. You know, she just heaped all the blame on Bimbo, which was, I mean, she's dead, basically. So people were not really happy with the way she was blaming Bimbo. In fact, she brought some friends, Bimbo's childhood friend, to talk about how Bimbo was very possessive, how she has always talked about suicide, how, you know, she was just, it was kind of a smear campaign, basically. She talked about how she brought somebody who talked about how Bimbo's elder sister borrowed money from Bimbo. Now that she's crying that, oh, Bimbo is dead, that she never talked to Bimbo if not just to borrow money from her. So it was kind of not just attack on Bimbo, but attack on Bimbo's family. That did not go down well for a whole lot of people. And her Instagram account, Blessing CEO, had over 1 million followers at that point. It was kind of disabled, so she lost that account, started afresh, and she still continued with that campaign. She said she's now the official relationship therapist for IVD. At some point, people started speculating that she was dating IVD. Blessing was riding on this whole euphoria of people. Some people like publicity, good publicity, bad publicity. Blessing CEO thrived on bad publicity, and she was happy to to own it at that point, even after her account was hacked. Before you could blink, Blessing CEO released a movie where she documented what, according to her, the incident that happened with IVD and his wife Bimbo. According to people, because I just refused to watch the movie. It's a series on YouTube. I was like, this is cloud chasing. I am not interested. I know the story already, so why am I watching what Blessing CEO has to say about it? But according to people that watched it, they said Blessing CEO literally blamed Bimbo, who has passed on, for the whole incident. The IVD never did anything. IVD is the innocent one, and Bimbo was the instigator of everything. Now, that was like throwing fuel in a burning fire. So this weekend we're just thinking, okay, everything has died down. Blessing has produced a movie telling her, IVD's story about what happened. Now, in all this thing, IVD, I don't even think he was arrested. I don't even think he was charged for anything. IVD came out, minding his business. He's now modeling whatever he's doing right now. He is just living his life. Now, Blessing CEO, who was the relationship expert or counselor or therapist for IVD, has now been arrested for cyberbullying. She has been arrested for bullying the family, bullying the sister, the brother, and even the late Bimbo, trying to tarnish her image. Blessing was taken to the police station. She was remanded in prison and then taken to court. Now, the court has set her bail for 10 million naira. Now it's not just about the money, it was the conditions that was set for that bill. I don't know how she's going to come out of this. I don't know the conditions that, even if she was granted bail, I don't know if she will be able to come out on social media and do the things that she used to do, because she's very outspoken. She's somebody that thrives in controversy. Like, if they succeed in kind of gagging her, I don't know how Blessing is going to function, because she recently did her bum bum. She got a Brazilian butt lift, and she has been flaunting this, everywhere, making people see that she's successful. I think she should have the 10 million, but judging from Blessing CEO's history, I doubt if she has that 10 million, because, she's this kind of person that will post with people's properties and claim that it belongs to her. So I don't know. Even if she's able to get bail, it's going to be difficult for her. It's going to be difficult. I mean, I wish her all the best, because IVD himself, that was there when his wife set herself ablaze and eventually died, he has not been charged. He did not even sleep in police cell for one day. But Blessing CEO, I understand why she's been arrested, because even at that point, if I was Bimbo's family member, I would have arrested her months ago. I would have arrested, because the way she went, it was a smear campaign. Like, this lady died. The minimum thing you can offer the family is empathy. I understand that, okay, you want to defend your client. She's not even a lawyer, but she says she's a relationship therapist to IVD. I don't understand how that works, but I think Blessing CEO has bitten more than she can chew. I just wish she comes out of this intact, because it's not about the money. It's about what that does to you mentally. I understand that, okay, she claims she's a very strong person, but even the strongest of us can break. And she has 2 children. I don't know. I wish her all the best. The lessons here is that not all publicity is good publicity. People say, oh, no publicity is bad publicity. But what do people say about you? That matters a lot. Anyway, we wish Blessing CEO all the best. We wish she gets out of this mentally okay. And then we wish Bimbo's family the fortitude to bear the loss. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Please like, and share. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.